Okay guys, this is what we're going to be doing. I've got the cantilever box here. In this video we're going to be the cantilever arms, which I've now made two of, which look wonderful. Okay, this is what's going to join your rebate box at the top down to your mitre joint box at the bottom. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you'll be is hopefully on a blank screen. If you're not, go to File, New Design. It should be like this. All we're going to do as usual is start a sketch by clicking this button. Click one of our faces. I'm going to click the left one, which takes us to a sketch. I'll pause while, if you pause it and do that. Okay, next. If we press R on your keyboard for rectangle, if you click, drag it out. Now the sizes for this one are 10mm, then press the tab in the top left hand key of your keyboard, and then it's 50mm. And press return to get the size that you want. Okay, I'll pause while you guys do that. If you pause it and then do that. Right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our circles in here. So I'm going to press C on my keyboard for circle. I'm going to hover my arrow over here and I'm going to scroll in with the mouse wheel. Okay, I'm going to click once. Now what I'm going to do is, see how if I drag this along here without pressing any button, it finds the middle for me. So I found the middle, so now I know that's the middle. If I click once, left click and drag out, it'll give me a size. Now I want this to be 5mm. So I click 5, press enter, and it's giving me a 5mm circle. Okay. Pause the video now, give that a go. Right, next thing we're going to do is make sure it's in the middle between these two. So if I press D on the keyboard, which is dimension, and I press the dot in the middle, and then the line at the top, it gives me a size. Now it's automatically put it in the middle for me, so I know that. But if it isn't yours, if yours is in the middle, press 5, press enter. Okay. What we're going to do now, oh, we knew that before, sorry. What am I doing? So let's try it again. Dimension, what we need is 5mm from that dot to this line here. And that's 6.02, so we need that to be 5mm. That looks much better. Pause the video, have a go at sorting out the dimensions. Right, we're going to put the circle on the other side. So what we're going to use, what we've used in the previous video, is the mirror button. So we're going to click mirror. I'm just going to get rid of this little sketch palette, just hide it away so you can see. I'm going to click on this circle. Oh, no I'm not. Let's right click and go cancel that one. What have I forgotten to do? What I need to do is press the L button for line. I need to go to the middle of this line. There we go, the triangle shows up. And I'm going to draw a line straight down to the other one. Okay, because that's now the middle between my box. If I now go to my sketch, and I click mirror, and I click on this circle, and I select mirror line, this line, you can see it's going to put the circle on the other side for me. If I click OK, I've now got my sketch on the second side. I'm then going to press the T on the keyboard for trim. I'm going to get rid of that middle button because I don't need it. Pause the video, have a go at that. Next, you've got your sketch, so let's stop the sketch. Now I've pressed E on the keyboard for extrude, highlight the middle one, and then when the millimeter sign comes up, press 3mm because that's how big a piece of acrylic we're going to be using is. And if I use my free orbit, and make sure it's the free orbit, not the fixed constrained orbit, I find the free orbit much easier. I can now drag this around to see what we've just drawn. Okay, we don't want sharp edges, so what we're going to do now is press F on the keyboard for fillet, and I'm going to use my mouse button again to scroll in. I'm going to select that edge, then that edge, this edge, and why don't you let me select this one? Now hopefully it'll let me select without free orbiting. It's not, so I'm going to scroll out. I'm going to go to free orbit and I'm just going to turn it so I can see that edge. Right click and click OK, and I'm going to select that edge. Now if I drag that arrow in, you should see that they all start to curve in. Now you could have it all the way in. That's the furthest you'll be able to go in to make it fully curved, 5mm, because it was a 5mm radius. Anyway, so if you do that, if you then click enter, we've now got our cantilever part made. Okay, click pause, have a go at that. Final job, click letter A for appearance. And if your computer's a bit faster than mine, oh no, it's hidden there. If I click the little arrow there, hopefully yours came up. In the search menu, we're going to make this acrylic. Okay, I'm going to go with a red acrylic. Drag that onto your model. Also puts it in there. I've now got my red acrylic cantilever arm made. Okay, I'm just zooming in and having to play with that. If you go to File, Save, make sure it's in your cantilever folder, box folder. If not, scroll down and make sure you've got your cantilever box, and then click Save.